to the left a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's such a good idea.
That's cool.
Well, the guy will never see us.
Okay. I think I'm ready. Hey guys. Y'all put your phones down. I think I'm ready for our Christmas adventure now.
Hold on, Mom. 5 more minutes.
Hope, I need you to put that stuff away. I have to go to work.
Man, you go ahead. I want to keep playing.
See, Mom says we need to put the phones up now.
I don't want to put my phone away. I want to keep playing.
You have to obey, Zeke. I mean, you're gonna have your phone privileges taken away for a long time.
That's exactly right. If you don't obey, there will be a bad consequence.
Well, I'm almost finished with this game.
Zeke, since it's almost Christmas, if you don't put your phone away and you're not on the naughty list, then you're gonna get coal in your stocking.
Hey, that's the perfect example of an if-then promise like we learned yesterday. Remember those?
Man, I don't like that if-then example. What am I supposed to do with coal?
I think that's the point, Zeke. It's a punishment. So, are you gonna tell us what happened to the rest of the story?
That's a great idea. Let's get this Christmas adventure started.
Yeah. Yesterday you said the children of Israel became slaves.
Mm-hmm.
How did they go from God's chosen people to be a slave?
Well, they were still God's chosen people even when they were a slave.
Mm-hmm.
See, you will never stop being God's chosen people. Never.
So, what happened?
Well, after the temple was built, God promised he would be with the people. He only had one stipulation. They had to obey him.
Yep.
Zeke, the phone!
Ezekiel Manning, put that phone away. You're being rude.
Man, I'm sorry. I just wanted to win this game, man. I'm almost to the finish line.
Well, we're learning about God right now, and if you do it again, then I will take that phone away from you.
That's kind of like what God was saying to the people.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, you know, all I was doing was just acting out that story. That was it.
Well, that's enough acting, Zeke. Let's get on with the story. You see, God, he blessed King Solomon for his obedience towards him. He was the richest man in the entire world. He had so much gold that he even drank from golden cups.
Man, that's cool.
I know.
So, what made things go so bad? How, from all the riches to being slaves?
Well, that's a great question. So let's look in here, okay? So it starts in 1 Kings chapter 9, when God spoke to Solomon and told him the if-then promises. And by the middle of the 11th chapter, then things already started going down the wrong path.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? Only 2 chapters later?
That's exactly right. It didn't take long for them to disobey God, and then, you know what happens? They had to get their punishment.
Hey, that's my phone.
I know it's your phone, and I'm taking it.
Hey, that's not fair. Why are you taking my phone away?
Zeke, it is fair. She told you ahead of time, if you do not obey, then she'll take the phone away. And she gave that to you many times.
That's exactly right. And that's exactly what happened to the children of Israel. They were warned, just like Zeke was.
I'm sorry. So what happened?
Yeah, what happened? Did Solomon do something wrong?
Well, he did. What he did is he began to worship other gods.
What? How could Solomon do something so dumb? He was the wisest man to ever live.
To ever live, to ever live. The wisest man to ever live was good King Solomon.
What exactly did he do?
Well, Solomon started building temples to other gods so his wives could worship their little g gods. And this made the real God so mad. He told him that because Solomon did this, then God was going to take away the kingdom and give it to his servants.
he doesn't sound very wise to me.
Yeah, he sounds pretty dumb.
Well,
Really dumb.
That's the thing.
Like really, really dumb.
Even wise people can make dumb decisions sometimes.
Well, why would God even let Solomon make a temple to a little g god?
Yeah, he could have just knocked down the building while they were building it.
Well, you're right. He could have knocked it down. God has the ability to do that. But see, with God, He wants us to choose to worship Him. He never is going to make us love Him and serve Him. He waits patiently and invites us to come to Him.
And if they don't, then he punishes.
But he doesn't do it immediately. He gives them time.
How much time?
Well, you know what? In this story, there's a lot of time actually, because several more kings are going to come after Solomon. First, his son Rehoboam.
Who?
He's Rehoboam.
Well, that's a big word.
Rehoboam.
Ray on the boat.
So Rehoboam was the king after Solomon, and he was ruling during a time, and the kingdom, it split in half. And so he became the ruler of the southern region, but in the northern region, that was being ruled by Jeroboam.
Man, this is confusing me. Are they like twins or something? Because both of them's a Boam on the boat or something? I'm confused.
Where did they even get these weird names?
Well, okay, biblical names can be hard. I realize that, Zeke, but you got to hang with me, okay? So Rehoboam is Solomon's son, but Jeroboam was not.
Oh, well, so what happened next?
Well, you know what? A lot actually happens. I'm going to skip here to chapter 2 Kings chapter 17.
Big 17.
So here in this story, God, He is going to allow Israel to be attacked by an enemy nation. The Assyrian people are going to come, they're going to take over the kingdom, and the Israelites are going to be taken away as slaves.
Man, and all this happened just because they disobeyed God.
That's exactly right.
God knows what He's doing, right? And He can see the whole plan, like from the start to the finish. So God, He doesn't make all these rules. He's not trying to torture us, Zeke. No, He does it to keep us safe.
Well, when we don't obey, then that's when things go really bad. But if we do obey,
Then things go very good.
Exactly. It's all about obedience. Do you remember that obedience song?
oh yeah, can we sing?
Let's sing it. Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. Doing exactly what the Lord commands. Do it happily. Action is the key. Do it immediately, and joy you will receive. Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. O-B-E-D-I-E-N-C-E. Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. See, because God's people refused to obey Him, they brought on some very bad consequences.
well, how long are they going to be slaves?
Well, actually, this is going to last for 70 years. And during that time, the temple is going to get destroyed also.
No way. Not the beautiful golden temple.
Well, it is. But tomorrow, we're going to learn that a new temple is going to be built. So if you guys come back tomorrow, we'll learn all about it.
Bye.
Thank you for watching this Christmas adventure as we study the true meaning of Christmas. Over 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ came to this earth as a baby. He lived here for 33 years. He lived a perfect life. He gave his life on the cross of Calvary so we could be saved. 3 days later, he arose from the grave. He remained on this earth for 40 days before he went back into heaven. As he left in a cloud, angels told his disciples Jesus would return to earth one day. This season, as you look forward to celebrating Christmas, pay attention to the feeling of anticipation you feel. Remember the promise, he is coming again. This time he will not come as a baby, but as a king. May the feeling of joy and anticipation of his second coming be even greater than Christmas. The King is coming.